and welcome to another Fate in Comics episode. We're up to number 8 now.
Number eight already.
And welcome back, Bishop.
Thank you.
Nice
It's
week.
good. It's
It's
good
been a
to see
week.
you again, my brother.
Yeah, we just came from a storm here in the Philippines, so
Yeah, man.
we're just in a road to recovery. And
Amen. I'm just glad and thankful that everybody's okay.
yeah, and when the storm started, I just contacted you and from in Facebook. So I asked for prayers, and lo and behold, you know,
God is good. God is good
God is good every time. Yeah.
every time.
So who do we have in the chat? GDI.
Hey,
Then
GDI.
then then there's Sin Havoc as usual,
Have
brother brother Sin. Then there's
oh,
the Curly Ray,
hey, Curly.
yeah, and Sin Havoc says, "The convergence is upon us." Right, right,
It's time to
right,
call the Illuminati. But
yeah,
the
right.
good Illuminati, the good one.
Okay, all right. What's up, guys? And
Hey,
we'll start uh, the ball rolling. There's Brogu.
hey,
Hello,
Brogu.
Brogu.
What's
Yeah,
going on, my brother?
we'll
Good
start
to have you guys.
the show with a Bible verse from Romans 1:17.
Amen.
For in the gospel is God's righteousness revealed. From faith to faith, the righteous will live by faith. Yeah, this is
Yes.
where we got our the name of our stream
Yep.
from the Holy Bible, and
Yes.
the righteous will live by faith is a really absolute thing.
It is. Yeah, it is. And that's what I love about it. You have to have faith. This it's all about faith.
It's all
You
about
know,
faith,
it's all about
and
faith. It's just what powers the belief, faith and belief go hand in hand. You got to believe in order to have faith. You know,
yeah,
and it's a wonderful thing though. You
GDI
can do.
said, "Sin Havoc speaking in riddles again."
Well, actually, they're not riddles, if you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. That ain't no riddle. That's if
Sin
you know,
don't
you know.
sin don't hit them so hard already. They're not. It's too early. Don't hit them so hard.
Faith, Alfred, faith.
That's right. Faith, Alfred. Faith.
Read some old world books,
hmm
and
Yeah.
I actually know. It's
The
fun to
wise one. The wise
the
in heaven.
the wise Sin Havoc on the
That's right.
chat.
Love to
So,
have them.
man, the flood yesterday was.
Was it
You know
intense?
what's you know it's what's intense, but you know the miracle was every road around us were flooded, and even here in the subdivision, it's flooded, man. But we didn't have flood. We were expecting it, but
hmm
it didn't happen. Fate,
mm
Alfred, fate.
Faith, Alfred. Faith.
Yeah,
People don't understand that's a power. I keep telling, like I said in my last video, uh, um, that I dropped on Wednesday. It's a power that you can
didn't
tap
I say
into.
floods, Qatar? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
power that you can tap into. I always equate it to like the Power Rangers, and the Morphin Grid. The more you hone, the more you hone your faith, the tighter and deeper you can get into the power, and the more that He'll bestow that power on you, and that means the power of healing, of prophecy, of all those things that you can, that, that He can bless us with.
Okay.
You know.
I warned you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
fun to discuss this kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
we already have a backlash in all this happening during the flood, since
Mm.
some politicians are milking the cow, so to speak.
Of
Yeah,
course,
of
it,
course.
it's going. It's going. It's not just happening. That people think that it's just going on here in America. No, it's going on all over the world.
Yeah, so we
You
have to
know,
buckle up.
it's the satanic thing. See, people don't. They're not getting it. It's a global thing because it's Satan is global. He is the prince
Yeah,
of the. He
the
is the
prince
prince.
of the earth.
He's the prince of the air, which means the airwaves, which means he's in all of these things. There's a reason why um, the Bible tells us that when Yahushua comes back to get us after the dead in Christ rises first, there's a reason
Yeah,
why he's coming back to meet us in the air because because Satan is the prince of the air, so he has to meet us in the air in order to give us safe passage through that part of the air. He broke that
yeah.
down to me years ago.
That volcano is sitting on a tectonic plate. The ones here in near near where I live, about a few kilometers.
You have
It's
a
an
volcano near you?
an active volcano near us. Not that
Wow.
near, only a few kilometers away. But
Wow.
it erupts every year. Imagine
Wow.
that. Yeah.
I could not. I
Tell
just
him,
can't.
Bishop. Yeah.
Oh, you agree, huh? I mean, it's the truth. I mean, you see, that's why I love doing what I'm doing, man, because he breaks it down to me the way I can understand it and the way I can get y'all to understand it. Because if you hit people with a whole bunch of thuses and thous and dar, for, outs, dar, and all that, they're not going to catch it. Okay. And it took a while for me to catch it. So he breaks it down to me. So he be like, look, this is what's going on. And then I tell y'all, oh
Yeah.
yeah, guys.
So
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Brogu said these politicians, the way they act towards their fellow man, shows you there is a Satan that is manipulating this world.
We
Yeah.
wrestle not against flesh and blood, but about powers, principalities, and wickedness in high places. It's a
Yep.
spiritual battle. And people are they're so blinded and so they drink the Kool-Aid so much that they can't even see it. And if you try to tell them
Yeah.
about it, then they'll think something's wrong with you, or you're just not going with the system, or you're just
Yeah.
this and they're
That's
just
true.
that. But
Those stuff happen.
yeah,
Imagine they tried to assassinate Trump three
yeah.
times,
Well,
and they
well,
say it's a good thing.
well. The third one was a misunderstanding. Thank God.
Yeah,
That
thank
was a misunderstanding. He's like, wait a minute. I'm just a gun owner. I wasn't trying to shoot nobody. He's like,
God.
calm down.
Calm down. Christopher Lee climbed a volcano the day before it erupted.
Listen,
That's our Saruman and
sorry.
Count Dooku.
Oh,
Yeah, of
okay.
course.
Lord of the Rings.
S-
I got you.
Yeah, that's our Dracula
Oh
climbing the
no, Sauron
volcano.
from X Men. Sauron from the yeah. Oh yeah.
Sauron from Lord of the Rings, and
Oh yeah.
Count Dooku from Star Wars.
Count Dooku. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
what else? I don't know. Dracula,
Dracula.
classic,
And Zar
classic Christopher Lee.
and don't forget there is a Sauron. I think that's his name in the X Men comic
Sauron
book.
in the X-Men,
Sauron.
the mutant pterodactyl
Hmm. He likes to
man
suck
who,
your powers out. He like to,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, if you
That's what Satan is.
uh,
He tries to suck the holiness out of you, and try to
yeah,
get you to be with him. See, let me break it down to y'all about Lucy.
yeah,
That's Lucifer. If y'all didn't know who I was talking about, Lucy, he's upset. He's mad because we're taking his place in heaven. See, he was the one that was gathering everybody to give praise and things. See, but he
true.
wanted to be, yeah, and he wanted to be Beyonce, and he wanted and he wanted all the attention for himself. So the Lord was like, "No, that's not
No.
going to happen. You got to go. You and all your friends got to go." So he's mad that we're taking his place. So he's trying anything he can do to keep us to go with us, to go with him. See, but I ain't going, and that's why we're together, and that's why I talk to y'all so we can go through them straight gates and go home.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Brogu said Christopher Lee was the best Dracula at the Hammer movies. Well,
Mm. Yeah,
yes, classic
yeah,
Hammer films,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
he's the guy who says flop after flop after flop.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely. You know, you always see it, and it's not only the American movies. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's not. They're not always all Americans, and
Yeah, there's a word for that. There's a word for that, and it's called upward failure.
yeah, you see it all the time.
You see it all the time. I love it.
This is just me being happy that we survive the storm.
Yes, yes, celebrate it, man. When the Father protects you and He does anything for you, celebrate it, enjoy it.
Geek Defense Initiative says, fun fact, Mark Wade, who said you can't kill a genocidal terrorist to save a family, including two
Mhm.
children, complimented the both the assassins. Well, Mark
Mm.
Wade uh, is not that important anymore.
Really not. No, not too much.
Oh, play the video. Okay, I'll play the video.
What
Says
video? What?
what
What
this video. Okay, this
You see
video.
this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, 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 you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Yeah, and hell
hmm
of a hell of a Chris Lee impression, Bishop.
Oh, thank you,
Not
thank
not since he ruined Daredevil, and
you.
even more, even before. And this one
Mhm.
is a surprise. We have Skywalker the Jedi
Oh, what up,
on the
Sky?
chat.
What's
Hey
going
man,
on? Leader.
much love to the chat. Smash the like button. Yeah, it's
Yes, thanks, Sky, for coming through,
thanks,
man. It's cool. I hope you're
Bishop
feeling
said
better, man. We got
Satan
our
and his
prayers over you,
demons.
man.
Yeah, Satan and his demons were cast out of heaven. In the scriptures, it says, "Woe for the earth, for he has great anger because he knows he has a short period of time."
And he's mad, and he's trying to get
Mad
us
at
to come with him.
mad
As
as
many of
hell.
us, Mad as hell, yes. And he
Isn't
want
the,
revenge. And he's trying to get it through us. But see, that's why we got to be stronger. We got to fight against things like that. The darkness is strong now. And it's time. It was foretold. These things these days were foretold. That's why I'm not
yeah,
surprised.
that's true. So GDI said, "Isn't it weird that 90% of uh, optimist optimistic comic books are complete a holes?"
Yeah.
General
Sir.
Skywalker, yeah,
Yes,
what's
sir.
up? Yes, sir.
That's
Nice.
the man.
So we're going to talk about a few items.
Okay.
Curly said, "What's up, Skywalker?"
Yeah.
Uh, let's add this.
Yeah, all
So we
right.
have the new Absolute DC Trinity.
Ooh, yeah.
Honestly, I haven't read Superman or Wonder Woman. I just
Mhm.
read Absolute Batman #1.
Okay.
It's the guy is really big.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I haven't read the individual ones yet because like I said, the way I get my comic book information now, because my eyeballs. So I have somebody, I look on YouTube, for him, for the comic book breakdowns, and I go to comics explained. Big up to them
Hmm.
and stuff because he breaks it down perfectly. So I was just and it's strange that you're coming up with this because I just looked at this maybe day before yesterday because I went and I caught up with some of the things because I saw they were talking about Absolute Batman. And I'm like, oh, well, let me check this out. So I went to him and he was breaking it down and he was bringing like other, the other books in to make a cohesive story to let you know what's going on and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's
I
cool. I'm gonna
read
check it out.
somewhere. I read somewhere that the Absolute Trinity was inspired by uh,
Say it.
Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder.
As soon as you said it was inspired, I knew exactly what you was gonna say.
Yeah,
Say it, Zack Snyder.
yeah. Zack Snyder inspired
Mhm.
DC to do a certain type of universe, which is
Mhm.
in their in their words, absolute.
Mhm.
And we
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
Zod Rider on the
Hey.
panel.
Uh
Hey,
oh. Uh
gentlemen,
oh.
how
Here he
are
comes.
you?
Here he comes. It's the Zod Rider himself. What's going on, man?
What's going on, fellow executive branch members?
Shout out to the executive branch.
So
Yes, sir. How you doing today?
yeah,
Oh man,
we're just
exhausted.
survive a storm.
Yeah, Qatar over there could survive in storms and stuff, and the Lord has been protecting them from the floods and stuff. And he's over there. He's victorious today.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
Qatar, that's wonderful, and by the grace of God, man, you're safe and still with us, and that's a beautiful
family
thing, my
safe.
friend.
Yes,
It's
sir. Yeah.
awesome. And we're having this discussion. Did you read the absolute DC universe already? There is an absolute Flash out there somewhere,
Oh, I didn't
and
know
it's
that.
Wally West.
Oh, I gotta check that out. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Zach, you got a
yeah.
chance to read it?
As of right now, no, I have not. Man, you
Yeah,
you know me. I've been really busy, gentlemen. I haven't
Zod
really
is so
been
busy with
focused on anything else other than the main
yeah.
project that I'm working on, which you all know is One Punch.
Listen, listen, guys. Don't expect anything from Zod like for in the next couple of months because this man is working. Okay, he is
His
working and
his
he's working
internet
hard.
connection was resolve the
Oh
issues
yeah.
with his internet.
Oh yeah. He's back up and running. Yes, sir. And you just go ahead and keep doing. Just listen. You're not missing nothing out here. And you can catch up later. You just just keep doing your work,
So
man, because
so
you
I'm
working
gonna
it.
catch up on the chat. Uh,
Mm.
Brogo said, GDI said, haven't realized that Diana was riding a Pegasus. Oh.
Oh, really?
Sinavok said, so what's your thought about the pyramids of Giza activating?
Oh.
Buck, I only have one thing to say. Sinavok, buckle up. Something's in the air.
Mm,
Something is definitely in the air.
Yes,
mm,
something.
Sin
Lord
have it.
Rider.
Pow pow.
mm.
Where
I'm
is
just saying,
Wonder
y'all.
Woman's invisible plane? It's parked somewhere.
Well, it's right behind her. Don't you see it?
Oh
The crew
yeah,
is here. Sinavok named us the crew, but we call ourselves the executive
the
branch.
executive branch. Well, we still the crew though.
Modern
Yeah, man.
comics
But
are based on gun and no one cares for it. Absolute comics are based on Snyder and it's base AF.
mm,
Yeah, of
and I bet your
course.
gun is just hating it. He.
Y- Brogo said, you guys are the executive branch and I'm in the mailroom. The crew is complete. Actually, we still have one member
Yep, we
for the
still have one
crew.
member.
Yeah, but
Somebody go and hit Josh up and tell him come on through.
yeah,
Yeah, man, it's
if
good,
Zod is
man.
in, can I enter?
Who said that?
GDI.
GDI.
Still want my SCP style DC universe someday. Okay.
Cool. Yeah,
Zod
this
Rider,
actually.
the film,
What happened?
Zod, the filmmaker, says, Dennis,
Yeah,
if you
absolutely.
guys want to read some comics, download an app called Inky Pen.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Ink pen,
Inky Pen.
inky pen.
Oh,
All right. I like to give me some tips. Get, sure, give me some tips. Inky pen, huh?
yeah,
All
write
right.
it down. Write it down.
That's what
Sin
I'm
Havoc.
doing.
GDI said, Sin Havoc, good of attacking, but the SGC will protect us. Okay. So they're using in the story, Absolute Batman, his mom is still alive. That's a spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
And I haven't read Absolute Superman yet and
Mm.
Absolute Wonder Woman, but I think it's gonna be awesome, right?
Yeah, man. From what I've been hearing, like I told you from Comics Explained, it's a really good story. It's a really good story, and you can feel the Snyder connection to it. You can feel the kind of feels that he gives. You got to feel it.
So during the storm, I caught up on the Penguin Show.
Yes. Oh, this show is so good. I keep forgetting that it's a part of the Batman universe. I do. It's to me, it's it's been compared to The Sopranos and stuff like that, and I can see that. It's so good. I just got caught up on the latest episode last night, and it's so good. It's
Okay,
so
and someone's asking to join us. Maybe I'll give an invite to the chat.
good. Hey, more the merrier. You know,
Okay.
it's someone we know, right?
Actually, we all know them,
Oh, okay.
except for those invaders.
Oh, okay. you know,
The
because
fact is, it's a miniseries. is outrageous. They could make it ongoing. This is GDI talking about the Penguin.
Hmm. Yeah, it's an incredible program, man. It's I love the way they depicted the penguin. The fact that he hates that name. Because
Okay.
in every other iteration, he welcomes it. He loves that. But in this one, he hates that name.
Yeah.
You
So we
know.
have GDI on the panel.
Hey,
Hi
what's up,
guys,
GDI? What's up, guy?
I'm doing fine. What about you?
Oh, wonderful, man. Wonderful. Welcome to the panel.
Thank you.
The Penguin is absolutely great. This is how we make a show Hollywood. The writing,
Yes,
the directing, the acting. Excellent.
and all of it.
The acting, of course,
All
is
of it.
it's Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell is amazing, man. If you
Yes.
guys seen the second season of True Detective, guy, he was so amazing in that.
No, I didn't get a chance to see that, but
Oh,
I've loved his work for years. I love his movies. Telephone Booth, remember that one?
no, I
Yeah, I
never seen
remember
it.
Telephone Book. I
And
Hmm.
George
remember that
Sugar is
Telephone Book.
another one. My dad loves it.
Then he was in the remake of Total Recall.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Didn't see it. Didn't see neither actually. An interesting Total Recall because I heard it's really trippy in like
Mhm.
sci-fi standards, but I don't like the director. I think the guy's a dickhead. So I have like this. I want to watch his movies because Zach likes it, but the one
Right.
movie I watched was made to insult my favorite book. So
Hmm.
Which
there's
one?
also that nagging voice in my ears. He made the Starship Troopers movie. You should hate him.
I
Well, well.
Total Recall is a classic, though. I think you would enjoy it in spite of
Yeah,
your hate
yeah,
for
Total
Starship
Recall is a
Troopers.
classic.
the original. Yeah,
Uh,
that was really good.
I
It was
heard
really.
it's actually the guy said like it's more Dickens than it's more like the short story than the short story itself.
Hmm.
Because like it's completely what Philip K. Dick used to write, which is the author of the short story. Like,
The original is definitely better than the remake.
right,
Hmm.
got it.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
So Colin Farrell is an excellent actor. They did an excellent job transforming him into the
I
Penguin
agreed.
makeup.
because you can't even tell it's him.
No,
But
it's like
according,
You can't. The only
y-
thing that I do know, because I'm a big Colin Farrell fan, I could tell a little bit through his eyes, but he's totally transformed. That makeup is incredible. Whoever
once
the makeup
once
artists are,
I remember I started seeing the second season of True Detective. I think a few days after I went to the theater to see the Batman, which by the way, Colin Farrell was the best part of the movie, and
yeah,
like, and I liked it. All right, I didn't hate it. I think it was good, but it could be better. Like,
okay,
yeah,
Sin Havoc has this to say: Colin Farrell's Penguin was supposed to be part of ZSJL Snyderverse.
are you
So
sure?
can you imagine that?
Matt
No, no.
Reeves, Jeff
I would
Johns, and
love
James
Colin
Gunn.
Farrell Penguin on the Snyderverse, but I don't think so because like wasn't he cast by Matt Reeves? Also,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I like Reeves. He said to Jeff Jones to shove it. I think take his notes and shove it. I think that's at least something we
But
can
he
give the
he he
reference for.
gave in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matt
he
Reeves
did,
sort of gave in.
but
So
yeah.
still,
DC
I don't know.
Studios.
I rather side with him than side with Gunn. So at the moment, as long
I,
as he embarrasses Gunn,
I agree, and yeah, it's
He
just
wasn't
wonderful.
casted by Matt Reeves. So who casted Penguin?
I
Who
don't know,
casted
not
Colin
sure.
Farrell? That's weird.
but yeah,
Yeah.
but can you guys imagine that penguin in Zach's universe? Oh my goodness, it would fit in just
It'd
perfect.
be amazing. I
Yeah,
actually
it would
think the
be
set
amazing.
design of Gotham in this show is more or less what Ben would do. I think maybe.
So Chris Terrio was the one who casted uh,
I
Colin
Colin
Farrell.
Farrell.
I don't know
Yeah.
Bobby Ryerson, but I don't know what you got that. But
I
all
don't
right.
know.
Matt
I don't
By the
know.
Reeves
way, uh,
pick up the
with
pieces. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you know who would do a great penguin actually?
Say it again.
Who? Who'll do a
Let me look
great
up the name
penguin?
of the guy.
So before we
Let me
hear
let's look up his
Brogus,
name.
not only is
Stephen
Colin Farrell good,
Graham. Stephen A.
Okay.
Graham would do a great penguin.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Let me show you quickly.
What broke you
not
said?
only Brogus said, not only is Colin Farrell good in the penguin, but the young man that's working with him is
Yeah.
great as well. And the woman who is the leader of the mafia now, it's
Wait a
Sofia
minute.
Gigante.
Sophia Gigante. I like that. But wait a
Yeah,
minute. Just thinking, I don't know why it just flashed in my head. The young guy the young black guy that's playing in the Penguin with Colin, wasn't he in
the Runaways.
The Runaways? Yeah, I thought so. Because he looked, I was like, I'm like, I know he's from something I've seen, but I can't remember. And it
Yeah,
just hit me
I'm
when you
so,
guys were
he's
talking.
pretty tall now. He's pretty tall now. In the Runaways, he's short.
Yeah, yeah, he was real short then. Yeah, yeah, I knew
Yeah.
I remembered him. I just didn't know where he was from. But yeah, okay, cool.
I didn't watch Runaways. I didn't even notice it had been released back when it released. Fun fact. I
Okay.
didn't. At least I heard. At least with that other one, the Inhumans. I remember it existed. I knew it existed. Didn't know when it was released. Didn't know anything else, but I know it exists. With Runaways, not even that I know. Because
Hmm.
again, Netflix Marvel is the real MCU. Let's be honest here.
I hear you. I hear you.
The
I
Curly Ray
do.
says the penguin is surprisingly good.
It is.
Well, it was. And Brogu said Sophia is great as well.
Yeah, the one the lady that's playing her is just she's incredible, man. She really gets into that part, and she's real
Sophia
believable.
Falcone.
Hmm.
I wonder
She,
why they named her Falcone. I mean, like, wasn't
She is
she
Falcone in the
a
comics.
Falcone
right.
Italian?
Yeah, she was a Falcone in the comics. Yes, it's Falcone, not Falcone, but ever since gotten they mispronounce it.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
I
sometimes it's
feel bad.
Falcone, sometimes it's Falcone. So,
Renzi
mhm.
Feliz is Sophia or the guy. I don't know. Sin, make it clear.
Zod, what did you think about the Penguin?
I love it. I think it's a great show. I'm actually like you guys. I'm just surprised. I'm surprised it's as good as it is. I feel like it's better than it has any right to be, and
Mhm.
I don't know. I just hope they don't find some way to screw it up before it's all over.
I agree with you. If they would have took this tone the way that they're doing the Penguin, if they would have put this much effort into the Batman movie, it would have been a whole different. It would have been night and
Well,
day.
well, well. The Batman movie, as I've said before, is a
It's a
is
sleeveless.
well, yeah. It's modern. It's modern Nyquil. You don't need to actually drink anything. You just watch the Batman and you can fall asleep. It is the ultimate cure for insomnia. And
The movie is
the tone here is the tone for the Penguin is so different that you can tell that they're not following the tone that Matt Reeves set because as we know as well as most of us as we should know, Matt Reeves is a hack and all he does is steal other people's ideas and
Still
then try to
stories.
try to superimpose stupid stuff that he think of.
well,
He's like he's just as bad as some of the other people that have been at DC, but he's not. but he's not James Gunn. So I agree with you guys there. At least he's not James Gunn, and at least he's not, he's not really meddling with this TV show. He's kind of letting the more creative people do things with the penguin that he cannot do because he's not that creative. There's a reason why
I
the
mean,
penguin show is
I
so
like
good.
his Planet of the Apes movies, but that's about it.
Yeah, but his Planet of the Apes movies were all derivative. Were all derivative crap. Like he
Exactly.
basically took the first one. He didn't do the first one. That was a
He
different
didn't.
person
He didn't.
altogether. And
Back
No,
then,
then
it was a
I heard
and
the
then
different
new.
director.
I heard the new
yeah.
one is good. The new one, without Reeves. I heard it's good. I don't know if it's true or not, but just saying because I
I
need to
don't
know
know.
because the guy who's directing that movie is going to direct a Zelda movie, and I'm interested. But that's another story.
Okay.
And
Okay, let's see.
ironically, I kind of fell away from I kind of fell away from the Planet of the Apes movies around the time he got involved. So I don't know if that's a coincidence or what, but I don't believe in coincidences. So yeah.
So let's catch
Yeah.
up with the chat.
Okay.
Uh, Brogu said, "This is what a show looks like when you just tell a story, a great story, and don't try to put silly agendas in the show."
Yes. Yeah, I love it. There's no woke agendas, no none of that in there. I love
There's
it.
a
Renzi
reason, and
Felicis,
there's a
the
reason
young
why we don't
man.
even we don't even care. People. I love seeing all these articles. Well, where's Batman and the Penguin? Why haven't we seen the Batman? It's like, who cares? You don't need to see Batman in a show that is being done so well. The reason
Yeah.
why you don't miss
You just
Batman
have
and you don't
to
care
to
about
say
Batman is
Batman's
because
name in
Penguin
the
is good.
shadows.
Penguin is good.
Yes.
This is how the
So
story should be.
Renzi Feliz plays Victor.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, I agree with you, Zad. You don't. It's the storyline. Everyone knows. Okay,
Hashtag
that
the Batman who knocks.
right. Everyone knows that the Batman is in that universe. You don't have to see him because the story is not about him. It's about the Penguin and his journey. And they're probably who knows? They'll probably if Matt Reeves is allowed to continue, they might tie it into the next movie to do that. But it's not about Batman right now. It's about the Penguin. They talk about him. You hear little things like on the news or something when they're talking. You hear something about other characters, but it's mainly about the Penguin
Hmm.
and his journey. And I'm loving it because I've never really. I mean, I've loved all the iterations of the Penguin in the past. Don't get me wrong. But they were more the comic book, the more jokey kind of, you know, Penguin. But this one, the reason he walks like a penguin is because he has an issue with his leg.
Yeah.
The reason they called him that is because of the way his face looks, and he hates it. He hates to be called the penguin, and that gives you another. It flips it around on a different end of it. That you kind of understand in him. You know, even though
Yes,
he's
yes,
even
and
though
Havoc. Those movies were to me were
Atrocious.
just pure garbage. I couldn't believe how bad.
Hey, we have Just Josh in the chat. Don't
hey,
turn don't
partners
paint the
in
Hi,
penguin
justice.
with
Josh.
Batman, please. I'm actually enjoying
Yes.
this one.
Hey, Joshy.
Give
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
one
man.
second, guys. My computer just got
Uh,
buggy.
So this is
that's
what
okay.
GDI
Yeah,
sent me. Now, what is this?
he is an
Uh,
actor who played Al Capone in Boardwalk Empire, Stephen Grant,
okay.
and I think he would make a great penguin. He's actually short, very short, so he would do this comic size as well.
Interesting.
Stephen Graham. Interesting.
Hmm.
All right.
My
Yeah,
touch.
not
Okay. Mobster actor.
bad. Yeah, I love it.
So we
And then
have
another thing about the penguin guys is I love the fact what they concentrate on his mom and his relationship with his
yeah.
mom. I like that. I like that.
So
And his
the
mother is
last
off the trip.
episode of the Penguin sort of feels like Gotham of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Weird,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Absolutely.
Good
The first
evening,
season, I hope.
Sergeant Giratina.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to rewatch the Batman and I fell asleep 3 nights in a row trying to finish it. I enjoy the Penguin a lot more on the rewatch, though. He's the hero, in my opinion. Wow,
Yep. Yep.
Josh, that's generally how we all feel.
Yeah, it is so that movie is so perfect for sleep. It's just, oh my god.
Oh,
Well, that's what happened when
It's
you have the
forgettable.
Batman who walks slowly.
We have the Batman who sleeps.
How come it takes you 7 minutes to cross a room?
wait. It takes 7 minutes? I don't remember the movie that
Yeah,
well.
Listen,
I
that's when
mean,
he came
I,
to the crime
they're
I
scene.
guess
pretending
when
that
he was going to do
it's
a
all
mood
slow motion.
piece.
It was the scene when he was coming into to the crime scene and he was going to talk to Commissioner Gordon. He started at one end of of the room, and I swear it seemed like it took him 7 minutes to get over to where the
And
body
you can
was.
and you ever notice how with Matt Reeves Batman, you can always hear him coming because he's got that clank when he walks like
It sounds like
RoboCop.
it
He's like
sounds like he's
RoboCop.
wearing spurs.
I
He's
Is
like
it
got
better
some
to
of
RoboCop.
my
go to the
best sleep
selfie?
watching the
That's the funny
Batman.
part.
It was in the theater.
It's like he's supposed to be. Batman
Come
is
on,
known
Grogu.
for coming out of the shadows, silent assassin. How come I can hear you around the corner and 5 blocks away? I know that you go, oh, Batman coming. And then you're gonna walk up to the front door and knock. Listen, I'm done. I'm
All
done.
right.
I'm through. I'm through. I
Why is
can't.
he bulletproof?
I can't,
That's
and I
why.
won't. I just can't,
Why
and I
was
won't.
bulletproof?
Huh?
Why was he
Okay.
fucking bulletproof?
So
He's
if
supposed to be a
you were to
grounded,
rate,
realistic take, and
But
then
wait
he
a
goes
minute.
saying bulletproof.
But listen. Not only was he bulletproof, but he was only bulletproof at some times. He took point blank shotgun blast to his
mhm.
gut, and nothing happened. But at the end of the movie, he got shot once, and he had to have Catwoman come and save him. I don't get it. Where what?
Is that Zod's right line? Zod Rider should sue this man. He stole a catchphrase.
What? I don't
so
get it.
so so guys, how do you rate the first 5 episodes of the Penguin?
Just watch the first.
Oh, you only seen the first one?
Didn't see the first one. I had too much stuff to watch.
No, I hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd be like that. But I enjoyed it
I
all.
I
I'm caught up, and I enjoy every episode. It's
I
getting better
binge
each
watched
episode.
the last three
Yeah, it's
episodes.
really good.
So pissed that they
Hmm
canceled GCPD. Now that's what show I wanted to see. I wasn't even hyped for the
GDP.
Batman. I just wanted GCPD and done.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I forgot about that project.
They
Yeah,
canceled
I
it in the name of
forgot.
an Arkham show for some reason. They canceled it now. Just be like,
It's
Okay, Grogu has a
gone.
9/10,
Yeah,
9/10 rating, which is not
that's
bad.
not bad. Not bad at
It's
all.
not bad.
Yeah,
So,
it's all because of Gunn. Gunn is he's a narcissist. He doesn't care what you think, what I think. All he cares about is what he wants to get done. No one on the face of this God's green earth was calling for anything that has to do with a creature or a commando.
uh,
Nobody. Nobody.
nobody.
it is not even that. Like
Nobody.
creature commands in name only. That's the worst part.
So,
Then he takes these characters that no one knows, so he can butcher them as much as he wants.
He made
What
creature
do they do?
commandos.
Creature
He
commands is
made
World War II story.
he made creature commandos for his brother to have two parts. Period.
Yeah,
Weasel and what's
yeah,
his
but
face? Max Lord.
All that. I, the gun just
the movie starts a universe with creature commandos. If the
no.
universe will start or has started or will not start, or I don't know, because nobody starts where it ends.
Listen, answer me this question, guys.
Like
Before we even
sorry,
had
here's
the
the camera.
announcement, before we even had the announcement for Creature Commandos, how many times have you ever heard that name? I never heard of the Creature Commandos before this.
Didn't.
Well, I'm a comic DC comic freak, so it's sort of just past my views. my
I
But
have no
we
interest
have a
in them.
different creature commandos during those early days in the 80s. So
I'm
this
pretty sure
is
the original ones were
Yeah.
spot on and they were cool, but nobody's calling for them. I saw when they were at the Comic Con that they were basically just giving stuff away because didn't nobody care about the Creature Commandos.
the Batman who knocks. Yeah,
Yeah, the Batman who
Josh,
knocks after he
Josh,
walked
Josh.
slowly. It's so sad. That was such a and Zod, I totally agree with you. It is perfect. If you need to go to sleep, if you have an insomnia, put the Batman on and just watch.
This is a
But
cool remark from Brogu. I was in the theater watching the Batman, and my friend told me, "You're snoring." Man,
Yeah,
so
I
Oh,
agree with
that was
Brogu. I
very
mean, you get here's the
educational.
thing, guys. You get a great sleep with that movie. It's not even it doesn't it doesn't like it like opens up all your like sleep pathways. It just lets you just roam like you are free. Like you just that movie
man,
that movie
hashtag
just
I
has
don't get it.
that movie has great has the has everything that NyQuil has, except you don't have to actually digest it. It's incredible, wonderful.
he said it's incredible, wonderful.
Josh said, "I want to see Sophia meet Catwoman."
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh,
They had us the same father.
oh, oh,
Yeah,
Somehow
that
I
was.
know
it
Zach
would be
already
interesting.
has his Catwoman idea already.
I don't get
Do
it
you know who the
either.
Who
creator as
cares?
Catwoman?
Nobody cares.
I miss APAS saying I don't get it.
Okay, I don't get it. Wait,
Oh,
no one
man.
cares who he's casting. He has an ancient Hal Jordan.
Oh
Why
yeah,
is
that's
Hal
true.
Jordan?
Why the hell?
Why,
And if you want to cast
Yes, in Havoc,
someone
I saw
who
nobody
is older, I guess the
cares
idea
Nobody
about
is that
really
James
he's the
cared.
Gunn.
mentor, he's mentoring his successor or
Yeah,
some shit like that. But even then, like if you want an old Green Lantern,
the Batman can put your baby to sleep too.
if you want an older Green Lantern, get Tom Cruise. The guy who played Hal Jordan twice in Top Gun. They're like, no, we can't. Partially because you guys screw him over last time. He tried to have he and what's his name, Christopher McCary, when they tried to make the Man of Steel 2,
Sleep
the
apnea.
movie said no.
if you wanted an older Green Lantern, okay, well, he already got Guy Gardner, and he looks ridiculous.
No, he would put
Shout
all
out to
this.
Skywalker.
And
I think
also,
he's still here.
Yeah,
for God's sake. And by the
it's
way,
just
John
Let's
Stewart
invite
is older than Gal
Sky.
Gardner,
So is
but it isn't
Sky
in this
here?
movie.
it's ridiculous. James has absolutely no clue. He said himself that the DC characters are stupid or something, or this is the dumbest
By
things or
the
whatever.
way, yeah, he
Why
said
are you over there then? Why are you messing around with
because
people?
James Gunn cannot do anything serious that is not fucking retarded. Sorry,
Yeah,
whatever. Now I don't know anymore. But still, that is not mentally handicapped.
So
there you go.
I can't
It's mentally
stop
impaired.
laughing.
You don't get a comedy director to do a superhero epic. Didn't work. James
I
Gunn
mean,
didn't
you
work.
can. I mean, you can if the comedian has good acting chops, he can pull it
A
off.
comedy
And
director.
uh,
It's like getting
James,
Taika Waititi to direct Thor. Oh wait.
James is just pitiful. Period. Period. He's just He's pitiful.
It's
It's
sad.
this is
Like, I
going to
get
be a disaster. This is going to be a disaster. He's and
I'm
besides,
gonna graduate in 2 years. In 1 year, actually, I have a year to graduation. Once I get my clinic set up, James Gunn, I'll do you for free. All right, just get help. In that extent, all other haters. All right, I'll do your sessions for free as long as you stop harassing people on the internet. I can help you guys. You need professional help.
he can't help himself. He's a professional troll.
Yeah, exactly. Trolls are pathetic in general.
Well, we
Like
have to have somebody got
it
to do it.
reminds me of a comic I read once. Reminds me a lot of James Gunn and most of these like comic book quote unquote nerds that we have nowadays. It's about it's from Monica Gang, which is like you guys know Archie Comics. Well, here in Brazil we have Monica's Gang, which is like Archie Comics in Brazil, and it's like our biggest comic book, Monica's
Mm-hmm.
Gang. And
Mm-hmm.
and there's this issue where one of the sub series they're teenagers. Most of the series they are preteens.
Hey, the Curly Ray. I have a link on the
Anyway,
panel.
they
You can
Okay.
join us.
the one of the one of their characters, Jimmy Fives, he gets harassed on the internet, and in the
Mm.
end, when they find who the troll is, they find out that the guy was jealous of the guy who was trolling. He was jealous
That,
because the guy who was trolling, he was much better. He knew he was better than him in the sense he had more popularity and he was a fun guy. He was just a good person, and he wasn't. So he
well,
felt
you
jealous of the man's goodness and started harassing him. This is exactly what they do to Zach.
well,
Zach's a
Judy,
good guy.
usually people who are like that,
He's
they're
jealous.
they're they're insecure with themselves. They're,
Exactly.
in, they're
A troll is someone who needs to make other people feel down to feel himself good.
exactly, and that's all it is. Or like you were saying about the earlier situation, it could be a thing of jealousy, just jealousy that they don't have the energy or the drive to do the same thing that you're doing, and they're probably just envious because they want to do something like that, but they just don't know how to go about it. But instead of asking for help, they just rather be a troll and just try to tear you down to meet where they're at, instead of them trying to elevate to come to where you're at. So it's just, but see, like in the words of the immortal poet Cat Williams, sometimes you need to have some haters because see, your haters are doing what they're supposed to do. You see, and I need some more haters because I'm getting low.
So we welcome
Oh,
uh, we welcome the Curly Ray.
Curly
The,
Ray.
okay,
Hey y'all,
I
what's up?
It's the Curly
Hey,
the
Ray.
Curly Ray. Hi,
What's up,
How
bro?
y'all doing tonight?
Billy Ray.
Chilling.
having fun.
Yeah,
We're
I
having
I
fun.
was working on my next Rebel Moon Theory video because I just started finishing up with like the first part before I try to wrap it up or finish, you know, get done with it tomorrow. That way it's ready to go for next week. But
Mm.
I'm just hearing y'all talk uh about a bunch of stuff, including all this crap that we're getting. But I actually wanted to stop in here and talk about this, theory that I've been really thinking about because I don't know if you guys saw this picture. It was it was James Gunn saying happy birthday to himself, and it says happy birthday to his future DC Studios co-head. I
He's
don't know if it's real, but
weird.
the post was made back in February of 2015, which could mean
Man,
that what I'm
it's
thinking,
planted.
yeah, they've been planning this since over 10 years ago.
You
It's
see my
true.
And
face,
let me,
don't you?
wait, excuse me?
It's true. It's true. It was all planned. James Gunn has been in the mix. That's one of the things I learned when I was writing Pause Not Stopped. James Gunn has been in the mix since like 2011, for real.
I've heard he was, trying to pitch things and do
Hey,
things way back
Fresh,
then, but I
welcome
didn't know
to
that.
chat.
What's up, oh so fresh?
Oh, so fresh. Because he's
What's
oh
up,
so
both the
fresh.
fresh?
And also too, yes, Sin Havoc has been saying that, been saying that for the longest time, and it's true. But it's
It's
all true. It's all
since
true. James
2011.
Gunn, James Gunn has been in this mix. They had planned to go with him. That was the plan. Come hell or high water, no matter who was going to be in charge, and it just so happened that it was Peter Safran, and Peter Safran and James Gunn are best buddies, and it's just yeah. So
So that means that this is,
basically we never lost the count, we never lost the clown table. That's what
Just
it means.
follow
yeah.
the movie.
Yeah,
I
Just
was
follow
going to
the
say,
And
clown table.
go
sorry.
ahead.
and here's the thing too is like because there's something else I do want to also add on to that is I've been hearing things because I believe Mikey Sutton also. I was told that Mikey Sutton talked about this back in the day. How James Gunn and them are wanting to do this Marvel and DC crossover.
Yep.
And I guarantee you, with James Gunn being involved at DC Studios and him being planted at WBD for it to tank, I bet
Curly
you had
Ray,
something to do with it.
I've been telling people about Marvel versus DC for years. I've been saying this. I've been saying this for so long. I
We
was
knew about that
back and
I
called,
thought you
years.
were
all
crazy
the
at first,
called the
but then I realized no, it's
conspiracy
right.
theorists, all these things, and I'm telling you, it's been true. James Gunn was talking about it back when he was working with
Mm-hmm.
Marvel, or back when he first
Mm-hmm.
started working with Marvel. Yeah, all
Mm-hmm.
this stuff goes way, way back. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
So that means that the old clown table was in on it with the new clown table.
Right. It was just
Here's
So
basically like a
what's what
transition
we
from one clown
here's
table to the
here's
next.
what we know. James Gunn working with WBDC and Marvel Studios since 2011.
Yep.
hmm
Exactly.
Consultant with executive powers.
so all they did was just when we were complaining about the first the first clown table, all they did was just replace them with new people that are just as part of the clown table as the first ones. That's
Yeah,
crazy. So
Right,
that,
because you got to remember that Peter Safran never left. Peter Safran was around with
right,
the
but he
old
was he had a
clown
lower
table.
position.
Right, but he was around the whole time because he was producer
he's
on a lot of
producing
stupid
all
stuff.
those horror stuff with Warner.
That's crazy, man. That's how they could play in our faces like that. And then
Yeah,
they wasn't expecting the brilliant genius of one Skywalker the Jedi to come up with this hashtag movement that just grew and
Yeah,
grew and grew. They wasn't ready for that.
Drew.
So and that shook things up.
no,
Yo,
they
Yeah,
don't care about
ZSJL
any. They
two
don't
and
care about
three.
any of that either. That's the thing. They don't care about any of that. They're just doing what they want to do because again, this has been all part of the plan. This is
Mhm.
what they want to do, and they're not letting anything stop them because you
Yes,
saw one clown table moving out didn't stop clown table from continuing. It's the same
And then
stuff.
and then they
the
come in
thing
and just
wrong.
go ahead.
The
Go
thing
ahead.
wrong with WB is that Discovery tried to keep some people. You can't do that. If the barrel is completely rotten, you need to take everything out.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
cannot compromise with rotten.
And then the thing
Remove
about it
the
was
rot,
what the part that really
remove
missed
all the
that
rot.
really right. That was the part that really got to me now that I'm hearing this is the fact that they played in our faces when Zaslav and them coming in, like they're going to be the breath of fresh air. They're going to come in and they're going to
Yeah,
revamp everything. They're going to, Henry's going to come in. Henry's coming back. Make the announcement. Everything's coming back. Then 2 3 days later, oh, I'm sorry. No, we're not going to have him. Really? All that?
yeah. all that.
And then you sabotage the leftovers of the Snyderverse. You sabotage everything else so it can totally flop. So you can start over with your own stuff, which is going to flop anyways.
You
Yeah.
will, and I'm so happy to see it because this next movie, if the leaks are true, and they are, and
It's
even without, like, tailor made for Snyder haters. So
it's a
when
big
it
it's a
fails, we can show them and shove it on their faces the move they want, nobody else wants.
this is exactly
Nostradamus.
you are exactly right with that. You are exactly right with that. This is a big fu to all of us.
Stink bomb, according
Yeah.
to also fresh.
he
Also,
he wants to show us he's gonna be like, I'm gonna make something totally different from what you want because I don't like him. It's
yeah.
it's so juvenile.
Yeah,
So
and you
It's
speaking
know,
of
juvenile.
Superman, we also have
Hmm.
the start of the final season for Superman and
Yes.
Lois.
they were meant to have
This
7 seasons, and then they have to cut it short because of
Yeah,
fucking James Gunn is a
yes.
coward. Is a fucking coward who cannot get people because he knows this show is better than anything he did, and he's a
uh,
It-
coward.
the effects were well so since Doomsday is there, but story wise,
it'll work.
uh, this season was good. They finally gave Jonathan
His power.
superpowers.
Listen.
Yes.
But I knew that was coming though. I knew that was coming way back when they first started. I knew that eventually Jonathan was going to get some powers, but it was cool the way they kicked in. But the thing I love about this show is that it's the storytelling of it.
Yeah.
It's good storylines. It's not like your villain of the week kind of thing. It's not that. It's a continuation. It's like a continuation of a good movie, and it's really really
The
good.
thing is that Superman doesn't work with Villain of the Week because it's too powerful. So we need to have a drama focus.
And I love. And I just got caught up on the latest episode last night, and
Yeah.
it
Me
just
too.
impressed me, man. The
During the
fact how
storm.
they right. I understand. It's just the whole storyline with him and the heart and how it's affecting him, and he's not really who he was and stuff, and he's trying to deal with that. Plus, he's trying to help Lois still with the remainder of her chemo and stuff, and the whole thing with the family and and then Lex Luthor out there losing his mind, and then you got Doomsday running around here free like he crazy, and it's it's so
Yeah.
good. This
So
they're
good.
bringing comic books to life on this one. I really love it.
Yeah. That's
I really do.
it's amazing how
I'm sorry, guys. I talk a
they
lot.
they did it. I
I
mean,
really wish that it's actually sad because the previous Arrowverse before this one, because before Superman Lois, the Arrowverse was actually kind of sad for me because there's so much wasted potential. It's good that we finally get a good show from CW, but
although
like because
during
like
the
a
first
TV
season,
universe of superheroes is perfect because you can redo the storytelling from the comics, the style of storytelling, like
Mhm.
episodic, but like episodic with an overall storyline, and then you can
yeah,
have the stars coexist, each one with their perspective. But they don't do that.
Right.
They
What
they
you,
did that, but did all poorly in the
yeah.
CW.
What you was gonna say,
And
yeah.
Qatar?
I was gonna say that when they showed season one of Superman and Lois, it was already a reboot of the Arrowverse. It's
he
so
Yeah.
was
so so
Hmm.
weird for me, but
But then,
Supergirl
but then
show
they
was
did some kind of
was
weird thing. Didn't they do some kind of weird thing with saying that okay, it is the one from the Supergirl universe, but then it's not. It's
no,
yeah,
they were kind of confusing with that in the
yeah.
show.
I'm
Last
like,
time it wasn't, but before it was because they mentioned Green Arrow.
yeah. I just, I no, I didn't get that, but the show is really good. It's one of the best. It goes in with the other ones like Smallville and things like that for me because it's really really good to me. Yeah, the effects are kind of wonky a little bit, but I'd rather have a good story and maybe a little bit of wonky effects than having all these glorious effects and stuff. And we get James Gunn.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Exactly.
Fun fact about the hair in Superman. No, you realize the hair looks Photoshop, right? Because the way it
That's
is, the fake
AI,
hair.
bro.
Yeah, that's AI.
It's got to be.
All
Okay.
of it is AI.
I
So
don't
Every
know, guys.
single micro
With
in
the
that
weird
picture is
hair.
AI.
Guys,
No, no, I'm talking about the hair. The hair in Clark Kent, not in
I don't know
Superman.
if I'm ready for that. I'm
So
not ready for
weird.
him to have a
It's
poodle on
so
the front of his
weird.
forehead. I don't
How
want.
why you need to be ready? You're not gonna watch that shit.
He has a poodle on the front of his forehead, for God's sake.
And the
Look,
worst part is only in the front. The
because
background
it's a
is completely normal. Who the fuck does a hair like that?
GDI. Listen, obviously I know about hair.
of course,
Okay.
But
we
who
all
does a
know
hair
that.
that is one style in one side and then the front's completely different? The back is one style, the front is
Oh
another.
God. Because they put it, it's a poof, it's a piece, it's a stick. Why? Not once in the comic books, not once on the TV shows, not once in the animated movie.
Relatable with modern audiences, which misses the whole point of making a retro universe.
Yeah,
Pick a
Well,
one. Pick one. If your
okay,
show is
before we get
retro,
lost.
okay, yeah,
So my last feature before
yeah,
we talk about the main topic, but this
yeah.
is the last topic before,
Okay.
from Marvel Studios. Marciala Ali
can I
recently met
summarize it?
with
Can you
Marvel
summarize it,
Studios
please?
and reportedly said in a phone call that he is very happy and excited for the current directions of Blade. He also mentioned he has no issue with the delay. Man, how will that be a good news
It's
when
not a
your
delay,
movie
it's a
isn't?
cancellation.
Some
Yeah,
motherfuckers
that's
always trying to
weird.
ice skate uphill.
Listen, what I'm gonna tell you, he knows as well as we know. He's not going to be Blade because
Everybody
everybody wants
knows
Wesley back.
Wesley Snipes is Blade.
What the worst thing they could have did was put him in the Deadpool movie because every that just whet everybody's appetite to see him again, and he can still do it and pull it off well.
Oh, he doesn't
Yeah,
even look that old.
He still looked the same, except they just gave him a great
Exactly. Maybe
goatee.
he actually is a vampire.
a
Listen,
dampier.
everybody wants him back. They don't want they love Mahershala. I do too, and I think it would have been kind of cool. But I'd rather see Wesley because he was
Me
the best that
too.
ever did it. Period.
Save the superhero movie. I know it
What?
wasn't supposed to be a superhero movie when it was made, but like saved it.
And the way, and he actually knows martial arts, and it's just. I'm just thinking about some of the scenes from the old Blade movies right now, and I'm getting chills. Okay, yeah. So he'll be all right. Mahershala will
He'll
be
be
all right.
all right.
He'll be
Ursula will
okay.
be all right.
He'll be all right. He's a Oscar winning actor. He's going to be fine. He's going to be
So
fine.
we're here with our last topic. We have
And what was that?
the creator of One Punch Dan, and we'll see
Oh,
trailer, the new
wait a minute.
trailer.
You mean the upcoming? Are you trying to talk about the upcoming blockbuster, fully AI generated live action comic book faith based movie called One Punch Man that was directed, produced, and all of that from Mr.
Yeah,
Zalo? Oh, okay.
yeah, yes. So where is it?
Let me
Where
find
is
out.
it?
I put out so much stuff, guys. I apologize because there's been a lot
No,
of I've been putting out a lot of material lately, but yeah.
that second one, we're not. We I will tell. I'm not gonna say nothing about it until we debut it. But that second one you just sent out, off the chain. Go ahead.
Where is it?
You know what?
I
Let
sort
me
of. put it in the studio earlier today, but what the
Cosmo,
heck?
don't make me come over there. Don't make me fly over there to your house. Okay.
Let's go to video files and
You got it.
okay.
Hmm. There you got it.
Are you here to
Somehow,
help,
yes.
or are you just another one of Isaga's spies?
I'm here to help you stuck up asshole.
I'm truly sorry, Josh.
Yeah, whatever. Come on, Short King, let's see what you got, you delusional punk.
Short King.
That was the last one. Yeah. That
That
tickled me
was
every time.
again.
That's
Let's
Are you
play it
here to
again.
help, or are you just another one of Isaga's spies?
I'm here to help you stuck up asshole.
I'm truly sorry, Josh.
Yeah, whatever. Come on, Short King, let's see what you got, you delusional punk.
the illusion of that. Lord have mercy. That's gonna be so much fun. You didn't.
I can't get over that video.
I know. You got you did get the new ones, right? He put out two new ones.
I have another one
Uh
here.
oh.
I
Uh oh.
fear. Uh-oh.
I'll watch this second trailer. Then I'm gonna have to head out.
Okay, Curly.
Sure.
It's all in the
Right.
cards, baby.
You are so much more than a computer to me.
I love you, Alpha Pass. Does my response please you?
You know what? I used to think you were somebody one punch, Dan. Now I realize you're just an egotistical narcissist. Who died and made you Superman? You're a bigger joke than the purple monster I took down when I was fucking 9.
And you, Josh, are out of line.
Come on, Short King, let's see what you got, you delusional punk.
I love him. I love Batman's voice. He's like, and you, Josh, are out of line. Oh,
That was so cool.
that is
And
so cool.
This movie's gonna be a masterpiece.
It really is. It's gonna be so cool, man. Oh my goodness.
But yo,
Man.
thank you for having me on here, Guitar. It was really great talking with
yeah,
y'all again. But I do
thank you
need to head
for
out to
coming in,
bed.
man.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yo,
All right,
y'all
Curly,
have a
you
wonderful
have a
night,
good night,
okay?
man.
All right,
All
later.
right,
You
Curly, you
too.
have a good one,
Later,
man.
Curly.
Bless
You
you,
too.
man. Yeah, he's a good guy.
So,
Mr. Lyle, you don't have the other ones? Are there any other ones?
wait, I'm gonna read the Brogu's comment first.
Okay.
Brogu said, I heard a conspiracy theory. Mahershala Ali said he wanted to be successful as Black Panther. The studio doesn't want Blade to be that successful. They don't want multiple black superheroes. Well,
that that could be a possibility, but I doubt it. I just think the fact is they don't want to use him because everybody wants Wesley. It's
yeah.
been a big outcry
They
ever since
started
Deadpool.
the
Go ahead.
script 2020 when there was all that fever for woke movies and bullshit and all that BLM, pro BLM stuff and all that bullshit. So now they don't know what to do with the script and they need to rewrite it because nobody wants that anymore.
But see,
Yeah.
I also heard a couple of days ago too when they were talking about this that Mahershala they would come to Mahershala with different ideas, but he kept rejecting them because he didn't feel that they were the right kind of story to tell. So
No,
if you
Yeah.
keep rejecting stories, they're going to stop sending them to you.
no,
So
I mean it's Marvel writers. The problem
you
because
know,
Mahershala is a good actor and doesn't want to sink himself on garbage.
I
Now,
understand and I get it. I
Yeah.
understand. But they had told they were breaking down some of the scripts that they had gave him. Some of them stories was really good, especially in one that involved the Black Knight. But it was really good. It could have been a really good movie, but he just he wants an. They said that he wanted an Oscar worthy movie, which I don't blame them for that, but still, you can't be that picky because they keep throwing things at you and you keep rejecting them, they're going to stop throwing things at you. Especially when they see that everybody wants this other one back more than their,
set out to win an Oscar. He should just get it and do it. And he should just get it by accident. Everyone should be like that, but unfortunately, that's not how Hollywood works.
Yeah.
Does he have an Oscar already?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Well, I'm going to show the next trailer for One Punch Man.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
Save you, Cordovan Speedster. You belong to me.
And that's where you are wrong, sweet folks. I'm only here because I want to be.
Cordovan Speedster.
It's all part of my plan.
Bullshit.
I love when you say that.
Bullshit.
I love when she said that.
Okay. Let's do that again.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
I love it.
Nobody can save you, Cordovan Speedster. You belong to me.
And that's where you are wrong, sweet folks. I'm only here because I want to be. It's all part of my plan.
Bullshit.
She not trying to hear that. She ain't trying to hear that. That's my daughter.
That was, easy guy.
Easy, that's my daughter. Easy gay, that's my daughter. That's I'm gonna get my daughter.
Right. That was awesome. So, Zod writer, how did you come up with these ideas?
Well, I did do an exclusive trailer for this particular show tonight, and I noticed that you don't have that trailer queued up. Did you not get the one that I posted for tonight? The one that I for this particular show?
I don't wait. I'm gonna check my Facebooks because I don't open my Facebook. It's on Facebook, right?
Because actually, I also put out a music video today too.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one yet.
I saw the music video.
No, I didn't see that one yet.
Not yet.
It's the one right before. It's the one right before the last one you just played.
Yeah.
The one before the Cordovan Speedster one.
Yeah. The one before. Okay. So it's not on Facebook. So I need to go to YouTube.
In our group chat.
Yeah, it is on Facebook. It's in our group.
It's in our group chat.
I haven't released it yet because
it's not on,
it's supposed to debut on this show.
Yeah.
Is that the one with
It's the video right before the Cordovan Speedster one. The Cordovan Speedster one is hot too. I love that. That's so good.
That's the one with one. Wait.
You'll see it.
I think I don't have it.
It's you didn't go to our group chat on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, go to our group chat.
Yeah, this one.
You'll see the face. You'll recognize the face.
Video file.
You found it?
I put it in the.
Let's check it out.
I put it in the back for you.
Oh, I think he found it.
My dearest, easy.
Do you still believe in me, Daddy? I'm gonna conquer this world and wallpaper it in human flesh.
God, please help me. Tell me what I must do.
We always will be best friends, partners in justice.
Forever.
Is that it? I'm gonna wallpaper it. I'm gonna wallpaper it, man.
Fantastic, man. Yeah, he gave it to me the other day, man. I was losing. I've seen that thing about 965,333 times and counting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
Okay,
much fun.
let's check it again.
Okay. Why not?
Wait, where's the sound? Oh,
What happened?
forgot the
Uh-oh.
sound.
Yeah.
What happened to the sound?
Oh Lord.
This is wait.
They ain't nothing but Satan. Get on out of here, Satan. You ain't gonna stop nothing. Go on.
Yep.
Leave us alone, Lucy.
This is so weird. What? Okay. Why is it not running? Have to repeat. Okay. Let's
These computers, they sure will. They'll mess you up, boy. I still got to
yeah.
get one. I still got to get one. I got to get me some kind of MacBook or something.
You are better than this, my dearest Easy.
Do you still believe in me, Daddy? I'm gonna conquer this world and wallpaper it in human flesh.
Wallpaper
God,
it in
please help
human
me. Tell me
flesh.
what I must do.
We always will be best friends, partners in justice.
Forever.
Look at me fly. Look at me fly.
Guys, sorry I can't stay any longer. I need to go right now. Got another
Okay,
scene.
Okay.
thanks for coming
Thank
through,
you
man. We
for
appreciate
coming
you.
through, man.
Yeah, it was always fun with you, man. Yeah, we'll see you again. All right.
All
Yeah.
right.
That was so cool,
All
man.
right. So,
That was so cool, man.
no
Zod,
matter
you
what,
just,
it
what
won't
happened?
win an Oscar.
Oh,
Grogu said, no matter how great Blade would be, it would never win an Oscar.
no, I mean, it has to be the right kind. It has to be a perfect storm for it to win an Oscar. Because
Yeah.
Black Panther, in my opinion, should have won a couple of Oscars. The first one, you know.
Yeah. So that was an enjoyable trailer for One Punch Man,
Yeah,
and somehow we continue to promote Zod Writers One Punch Man.
absolutely, man. Absolutely, because he's doing wonderful work, man. Y'all see it. Y'all see the work that's going on into it, and the man's working hard, man. I'm surprised he's up now.
I'm surprised too, and I'm also surprised you didn't see the music video yet, Bishop. Wow.
I know, because I slept kind of late today, and then I had to get ready and stuff for the night, and I didn't check my I didn't, and that's strange too, because I did well. No, I played my playlist from YouTube, but I didn't. I usually check your channel, or it pops up on my feed, and I didn't check my feed before I got on here tonight. So I'm pretty sure it's there. Oh, yes, it's Jasmine, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
Of course, yes. I gotta, yeah, I'm gonna check it out as soon as we get off of here. You know, that's my girl. She's my other Janet Jackson. I love me some Jasmine. That's my girl. I was just listening to All Out of Love before I got on here.
I have the jazz, the new
right?
video for Zod Writer is
Oh,
somewhere
you do?
here. Is
Okay.
somewhere here.
That's code for he has to find it.
I don't know if I have to find it.
You just keep
Man.
looking, my brother. Just keep looking.
The song is Stay, right? Stay. Stay. Right, Zod?
Oh,
That's
6
it.
hours
Yeah,
ago?
that's it.
that's it.
Wait. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna
Oh,
download it first.
Zod Rider. If that is the reimagining
Uh,
of the song that I'm thinking of, I'm gonna get you. If that's the reimagining of the song I'm thinking of, oh, boy, you doing your thing on there, man. For real.
yeah, for real.
Okay, it's just coming out so well, and there's so many people that's anxious to see it. You know, they're just waiting
Well,
like we are to get to see it. I'm gonna
we
start
we
calling you
do promote
I'm just thankful.
One Punch Dad.
I'm just thankful to be making it at this point. Just want to get it out there for everybody.
hmm I'm gonna start calling you the hardest working man
Yeah.
on YouTube. Okay, you the James Brown of YouTube. Yes, sir. How
So
and while we're waiting for Takar to pull up the video, how's everybody out there doing? All our people in the chat, everybody doing all right? You know,
uh,
thank you.
okay, here we go.
All right. Oh, I can't wait. I love me some Jasmine.
Computer is running slow. Good night, Brogu.
Good night, bro. Thanks for coming
Right,
through,
This
man.
is the way.
Catch you on the next
One
one.
Punch, One Punch Dad Cinematic Universe coming soon.
Yeah.
Change the world, Zod. Change the world. Kapow.
Stay with me. If this world is wearing
It is.
thin and you're thinking of escape, I'll go anywhere with you. Just wrap me up in chains. But if you try to go
Netflix, you
out
need to
alone,
hire Zod Rider.
don't think I'll understand. Stay with me.
Oh.
Stay with me. In the silence of your room,
Hey,
in the darkness of your
it does look
dreams,
like Mama
you
Bear.
must only think of
It
me.
does. A
It can
beautiful
be no
song.
in-betweens. When your pride is on the
Wait,
floor, I'll
was
make
that
you
me?
beg for more. Stay with me.
Oh.
Stay with me. You better hope and pray that you make it safe back to your
The
own
AI
world.
design seems to be
You
more
better hope and pray that you wake
solid.
one day in your own world. 'Cause when you sleep at night, they don't hear your cries in your own world. Only time will tell if you can break the
Yeah.
spell back in your own world.
Y'all not
Stay
ready.
with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Yeah.
Stay, 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 stay with
All right, nice
That
video.
you are just so damn good.
That's dope, man.
Oh, you are so damn good. Why somebody have to be so talented like that? Damn it, man. I told you there's a reason why we all came together. There's a reason why our creator brings us together with all of our talents and gifts. It's because we can make things like this.
That's
Zod,
right.
you are just outdoing yourself, son. Just go, keep going, do it.
I can tell from the lack of sleep that I'm outdoing. I'm definitely outdoing it because sleep is. You know what? You know what I love about this project? I don't need the Batman to go to sleep at night.
But just rest assured in the fact that you have him anytime you want him. You can go to sleep anytime you
I'll be
need.
back, man.
Yeah, poor, poor Batman. We just let.
I actually, in the music video, I showed a little bit more of the footage of you and Josh from that scene where you were standing there talking about being partners in justice.
Listen, I have bad eyeballs, but I did see that. I caught
that, and then you got to see a little bit of Pretty Punch and some stuff, some new stuff that has.
Then you put El Necron in there, and man.
Yeah.
This is I'm just so happy, man. I'm just proud of you. I'm proud of you, man, that you're doing this thing and you're so dead. You're like I say in my videos sometimes. Your passion is just it's so strong for this, man. It's infectious. It makes us feel the same way.
I mean, I'm dedicated. This community is what's important, and I want everybody to be, and that's what I'm saying. And someone had to carry on Mikey's legacy. It had to be done. It had to continue. It has to, in the tradition of telling good stories and putting good stuff out there and including everyone.
Our friends, I was just about to say that, inviting our friends in and including everyone in it, to make them feel like they are part of it. And that's what Mikey did when he was telling us about, putting us in his projects and things. And that I literally almost cried that day. He told me that I was going to be a character, because I had wanted to be a character, but I wasn't going to ask him, I was just going to, I'll let him do his thing. And then he just came out. He said, "Oh, and by the way, Bishop, you're a character in there too. You're going to be in there." I lost my mind. And then he told me I was going to be a mutant with the strength of like the Hulk. What?
Well, that's one of the things that I look at here, where it's like I'm showing you, you guys are seeing. One of the reasons why I keep putting out, stuff like this is to show you the proof that it's being made. You're in it, and it's legitimate. It's 100%.
It's legit.
Yeah.
You were in that video, Katar. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. You didn't hear him. He was like, "Is that me?"
No, but that wasn't you, Katar. You were actually wearing a cyborg costume in the scene that you were in. You were in the scene where where Just Josh is talking to T-Flame, and you are disguised as a cyborg. You could see your eyes in the mask. You're wearing a mask. You're actually disguised.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that cyborg.
There's a sequence where you kind of go undercover for something very, very crucial in the movie. It's very. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's a really pivotal little scene. But I didn't expect you to notice that, but you are in that music video. You're just not your regular, doctor self, where you're like, because you have a lot, because most of your stuff in the movie, you are, Dr. Katar, and you're working feverishly in the lab trying to solve, the issue with One Punch Dan. But that particular scene is something, awesome. It's something special that I didn't think anybody would figure that out. So that's why I'm telling you.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to notice until I would have got, because I have to like play it back later so I can look at it real close and check. But yeah, I heard him when he said, "Is that me?"
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I'm so freaking observant.
Yeah, you got good eyes, son. You got good eyes.
I have four sets of eyes.
Well, all four of them work very well. But
True, true.
yes, man, you are. Oh man, you just that dude, man. I'm just so happy that you're doing this stuff, man. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just let it flow from you. That was really, really, really good.
Yeah, well, hey, I've come too far to stop now. I mean, now I'm, there'd be no reason to stop. If anything, I'm far enough along now to where it'll be easier just to finish the movie than to
Yeah.
All right.
than to
Okay.
quit the project at this point. Honestly,
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's so it's not one of those things where you guys you'll have to worry. Like I said, this is gonna be this is gonna be complete. This is gonna come out, and it's like I said, it should come out on time. I'm anticipating it coming out on time, uh,
Hmm.
and I'm really excited. I think you guys are gonna really
Oh, my
enjoy
brother,
this movie.
Yeah,
I'm
we're waiting for it.
there's, there's no doubt that we're going. There's no doubt we're gonna like
I'm,
this.
I'm waiting for the executive branch watch party that we're gonna have when I get the assembly cut together, and we'll watch it, and we'll
Yeah.
figure out what needs to be tweaked, what needs to be adjusted. And that'll probably happen a couple months prior to actual release, because I'm gonna want to do at least I'm hoping I can do it at least 3 months before the actual release date, because the
Hmm.
final cut will have to be more
Hmm.
polished and stuff. And that's something else too, that I know that it's not going to be perfect because
No, I mean it's it. Come on,
because of AI's inconsistencies. It won't be perfect,
limitations.
but it's going to be as perfect as I can make it under the
Yeah.
circumstances with the tools that I have. And it's still going to look better than James Gunn's Superman movie, because every piece of footage that I've put out has looked better than what James Gunn has showed us so far for that movie.
Wait, wait,
He's
wait.
If you notice,
James
he's done
Gunn
nothing
has
but showed us,
has not
yeah,
shown any trailer yet.
no trailers. All we've seen is
Pictures.
goofy behind the scenes footage, and we've seen
Yeah.
some pictures, some AI generated images off of Chat GPT. We haven't even seen anything really, really, official from this movie. So
You want to know why? It's because as soon as he drops any kind of trailer for that monstrosity of a piece of movie, everybody's not going to see it because they're not going to want to see it. It's going to be the most ridiculous thing. Watch, we're not going to get a trailer until damn near close to the time for it to come out. Watch.
yeah, because it's all
I
because it looks like independent. It looks like
crap.
indie trash. It looks like trash.
Yeah.
It's gonna look like
Like
it. Kind of makes me
excrement.
feel like it's gonna have like a swamp thing, like not a swamp thing. What's that Toxic Avenger kind of feel to it?
Toxic
Where
Avenger
the costumes are
sludge.
real
Ow.
cheap, like Roger
Yeah,
Corman. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm expecting, and that's why, like, I know, everything that I've put out for One Punch Man, I've tried to make sure it's at least on a quality level, from the perspective of, hey, this looks legitimate. This looks like something that was filmed with
Mhm.
with a high quality camera, and you're actually able to follow the plot and understand that there's characters involved and important storylines here. We've gotten none
Mhm.
of that from James Gunn. How much promotional material have I put out for One Punch Man already?
Lots, man.
More
This
than
is
he
what I'm
did.
talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The guy, apparently the movie's completely done.
Yeah.
Superman, right? Apparently it's done. He shot everything. So what's his excuse? Why don't we have anything?
He's
Why don't we
getting
even have a
ready for
teaser trailer at
reshoots.
this point? Yeah, reshoots.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
reshoots.
Yeah. Mhm.
He has lots of
Oh, but
reshoots to do.
yeah, don't forget the lovely teaser trailer, the live action teaser trailer that we had of him sitting next to a raggedy ass crypto, and the only thing that was moving was the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eh,
I guess.
And crypto
Yeah,
looked
yeah,
like he
yeah,
was
yeah,
the man.
that image, well, that image was made. That image was made with Chat GPT. I don't care
Of
what anybody says.
course.
and the
He made
other
that image with Chat GPT.
picture made by AI was
The
Superman.
reveal with
The
The
Superman.
reveal,
reveal when he
yeah,
was sitting there
and
putting his
they
boots on.
and, and after that they denied that
They denied it,
it's
but the
real.
thing is, you could take the image and you can run it through
Yeah,
a program, and it will tell you if it was an AI generated image, and it keeps coming up as likely AI generated.
Because it
likely.
was.
Yeah, because of the boots. You know, the boots has a he has two sets of boots. The one with heels.
And his flats. Yeah. Uh-huh. I know.
And the toes are exposed. You know,
Qatar stop.
Those are exposed.
You gonna
uh,
sound like you got sandal boots on.
It's a, it's a cheap. It
cheap.
was the
It's
cheap
cheap.
Party City costume. We've seen the costumes. The costumes look cheap. The makeup looks like garbage. They're gonna have to do a lot of stuff in post. And I don't have to. I didn't have to do all that to make Bishop look good. I didn't have to do all that to make Josh look good or make Qatar look like a 100% like a doctor. I didn't have to do all of that. Y'all just. What's James Gunn's excuse? This is a multi-million-dollar studio here, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget that he has a Green Lantern that's wearing no green.
One
It's
Punch
in his
Stand is
name, for
literally
God's sake.
One Punch Stand is literally being made with no budget. It's being made with no budget. And
Yeah.
I feel like what I've managed to produce.
Okay, what's happening?
Yeah,
Sorry. I had a phone call. My bad. Sorry.
that's what that was. You had that.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we
my
all
brother was
know.
calling me.
Your phone was rearing its ugly head.
We're
Yeah.
calling you.
It was my brother.
Yeah.
Well, you
Oh
gotta make.
Lord.
Well, now you got some new material to show your brother now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's so, and see, he's not really a big comic book head. You know, he's more like he like detective stuff and police stuff and stuff like that.
Well, there's definitely detectives. There's definitely like my friend Johnny and then Retro
Mm-hmm.
Nerd Girl. Their parts in the movie, they play these like true detective type characters.
Mm-hmm.
You have Detective Johnny and Valerie Steele, and those two detectives are trying to solve the case, the kidnapping of the Cordovan speedster. They're trying to solve it, and there's a case of mistaken
Identity.
murder here. They think that just Josh was killed, but just Josh was not killed, and they think they're investigating the death of just Josh. And there's this whole
What?
My partner
story,
can't die.
little storyline in there. Yeah, no, he's not dead, but they think that he is, and then they're under the illusion that he is temporarily in the movie, and they're kind of like X-Files ish, kind of like mixed with a little bit of like True Detective. So they're kind of, but it's good. They're in there, and there's a scene in the music video where the two of them are standing together, and they're just looking all serious and stuff, and they're just kind of. But yeah, no, there's something in it for everybody, and that's one of the things that I really like about like hearing from people that are looking at this stuff that are not necessarily Superman or superhero fans, and are just looking at it from the technical aspect of what I'm trying to achieve, and then looking at it from an interesting story perspective by seeing all these little nuggets that I'm throwing out there. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to create something unique, trying to create something that everybody can appreciate.
What he's excited
And
about.
to show that it can be done, by one guy with no money. And the reality is,
Yeah.
I don't need a big studio. I don't need a whole production team. It can be done. It's a lot of
Mhm.
work, and it's
I think
literally got
after
me
all
burnt
this,
the
it
candle
will
at
be
both
worth
ends,
it.
but I think it'll be worth it in the end when
Yeah.
it's finally done. Because
Yeah.
well, like I've been telling Bishop, I'm learning so much from a technical, from a creative, and from an editor point of view is what I'm learning more than anything else. Because there's a lot of stuff, you get a lot of footage. Like I can you know uh create and build what I want through these AI video generating programs, and I can describe, and I can, but you got to know how to edit, because AI is going to be AI, and you've got to know how to edit. You've got to know when to cut the scene. You got to know when to trim here, when to trim there, when to add
That
here, and it
that's
really
the hard part
is
there.
a trick. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that
But
is.
It's
but like I've been saying too, the one of the most rewarding aspects for me is the music. I love being able to make so much music for this movie and have so many different themes and songs
Yeah,
geared
I caught
towards
I caught
different
the good one.
characters.
I caught the one. What was it? The different strokes one. I caught that when it was in the
Yeah,
last
I,
one.
I I finally found a place for that different strokes track that I used that nobody watched when I put it up on YouTube. I I literally was like, I have to find a spot for this, because none of the music that I make is going to waste. If I
Mm-mm.
actually take the
mm,
time to make it, it's going to be used somehow. Whether it's used in a trailer, whether it's used in the actual movie, whether it's used in a pivotal scene or to introduce a character or whatever, it's all going to get used. So there's nothing going to waste in this with this movie. And that's another philosophy I have. If I make it, I'm going to find a way to use it. Nothing is going to be put on the cutting room floor. It's going to at least appear in some form or fashion in the movie. You don't
And
you don't you don't let anything go to waste when you put your time and creativity into something. You're supposed to get what you can out of it, even if it's just for something small, like a trailer for the Cordovan Speedster or whatever. Something that, like for like the trailer, the song, the music that I came up with for Qatar's teaser trailer. That song is going to be used in the movie, because it makes sense, and it's pivotal, and it fits the the aesthetic of Dr. Qatar. I love it. So I'm just like, you
yeah,
know what? It's gonna be used. There's no way it's not gonna be. So there's so many different, and like I said, I've made so much music for this movie. It's not even funny. I
yeah,
and, and when,
it's like
composed
a
score,
rock
and
opera.
it's
yeah,
crazy. A
it's
lot of
that's one thing I love about it, Zod. I love about it because I love all of the music that you've done so far. I really have. Those songs, to me, of course, anybody's gonna like some more than others, but I like them all. I do like some more than others, but I like them all. They are just so the way that you reimagine a lot of these stuff, and I like your originals too. So it's just I love the way that you're going about it, man. This music is seriously good. It's seriously Jasmine. I told you, Jasmine. That's my second Janet Jackson. That's
yeah,
my girl.
and Jasmine, she has a role in the movie too. We get to
Mhm.
see her, and in the music video, you got to see her in the singing in the recording studio. She's in the movie. She's got aspirations to be a musician, and she is in the movie, and that's being projected in the movie as well. So her
Right.
character is it's nice to have her in there, especially given the fact that she's got 6 gazillion songs in the movie. So she's kind of got it's nice that she's got an actual part in the movie as well. So I'm happy with everybody who's in the movie. I've tried to include everybody and do everybody justice. Some people's parts are bigger, some people's parts are smaller, but everybody's part is important.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do. Everybody's character has a purpose and has some sort of depth, has some sort of dimension to it. It's not just, there are no throwaway characters in One Punch Man. Hell, even people that have just little cameos in One Punch Man are important.
It's
Their
all part of
roles
the puzzle.
are important. They're all
Yeah.
part of the puzzle pieces, because again, I am building a cinematic universe here. So
Mhm.
what I don't get to in the first movie will be, dealt with in subsequent projects. And that's the
Mhm.
whole point. Like, you want to build, and again, this is a faith-based story. So there's also a lot of spiritual aspects to One
Yeah.
Punch Man that people are not going to be expecting. And
Mhm.
I'm actually really
Sin
looking
Havoc
forward to
said
it. Yeah. Yeah.
layers.
That's a great word to use. Layers.
Yeah,
Important for the character development.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is. It is. It really is. That's how you get to, yeah, and that's what makes you care about the characters more and things. That's one thing I'm loving about it, because you break the main characters that are going to be in there. You break them down, and they each get their own moment to shine, and everything, and then you can see that everybody's connected.
Oh,
That's
come
what I
on!
love
If
about
you weren't if you weren't in love, after your cape started flapping, Bishop, I don't know what else there is to say. To me, I just, at that point, I'm like, okay, these characters,
it.
everybody's character has something special about them. You have all these deep layers. I can use Sin Havoc's character, for example. A very, very important character in the One Punch Man mythology, given the fact
Mhm.
Yeah.
that he is actually a reincarnated Roman soldier back from the times of Jesus Christ, which is just a very, very interesting plot development from the
It is
perspective of, you know, to give. I mean, you talk about giving a character some depth. Having him be reincarnated. He was there. He
the whole thing.
witnessed the crucifixion, and it's in the movie. I mean, the scene is in the movie where he's witnessing it, but he remembers it. It's like the
Yeah.
whole it plays on the whole past life thing, that you're not supposed to remember your past lives,
Yeah,
but he does for
But
some reason.
he does
and that
remember.
That's part of his, part of his character. That's one of his powers, that he can remember his previous one of his previous lives.
and that's also that's also part of his motivation to fight for the way he's fighting now.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and
Fighting on the side of light. He's fighting on the side of light against Isage and the ultimate evil, because he knows, because he was there. It's so to me, that's also a big thing. And like I said, it's not, and with Sin Havoc, it's a very pivotal and important character to the story, just as much as, Dr. Qatar, or the Bishop, or
Just Josh.
just Josh, or even One Punch Dan. And I and I
yeah,
I, I, I laugh all the time, because I've been telling Bishop, that One Punch Dan is like the MacGuffin of his own movie, because his character is so small, like, not small in stature, because he's gonna have his moments to shine, but technically this movie is going to be good because of everything happening around One Punch Dan. Because One Punch Dan, in and of itself, is just a very boring everyman. He's just a very boring, everyday normal guy.
Just like the Batman who walks.
Right. And he just, but
slowly.
he, but when he is bestowed, the gift of this
The
power from the
power.
orb, he now realizes that he has a destiny, that he was put on this earth for something more than just being a loser, going to work, and going through the motions of everyday life.
Mm.
So what you see with One Punch Dan, is you see a guy who goes from being a nobody, just a loser, to a leader. You see a guy that grows into a role. It's almost like, you know how they say we have to, we're all striving to be our better selves.
Yeah.
We're all trying to get in touch with our higher self, our better self, what we're supposed to be, right? Our best self, the best version of ourselves, right? Isn't that the way? Well,
yes.
That's what he does. That's what One Punch Dan is. You see his progression through the movie. You see him become the best version of himself. He goes from being a nobody, just whatever. He has a decent job. He makes decent money. But he's just going through the motions in life. He doesn't really have a whole lot going on, but his life
Mhm.
changes,
Yeah.
and he
He's like the everyman.
he becomes
Yeah.
his better self. He becomes the best version of himself. And that's
Yeah.
really the message of his message, is that there is a better way. God has a plan,
He
and
could use us all.
he has a plan for the Everman. He made the Everman his tool. And now One Punch Dan doing the will of the light. So it's sort of
Yeah.
it's sort of, that's where you see, what you get from One Punch Dan. And that's why you have all of these great characters, this great cast of characters around him. You have this great environment. You have these great, motivations and reasons and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like basically through One Punch Dan's arc, you're basically letting everybody know that God could use anybody.
Yeah.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Because One Punch Dan Dan isn't particularly a spiritual dude. He's just a regular
He's
dude.
a
Like, he's
dude.
not really, there's not much to say about him. You're gonna see that. Like, I try to show in the beginning how, he's technically just he's really boring and dull. There's not much substance there. It's just kind of like when you're going through life and you're just kind of, you're like a drone, where you're almost like zombified, where you're just kind of going through life, living one day to the next, with no
Yeah.
real ambition or motivation to make your life better. You're just kind of content, and you're just living day to
Just
day
existing.
with no desire for
You-
improvement. And the question then becomes, Bishop, are you really existing? Or are you're just breathing for what? I mean, what do you there? You have to have a purpose. There has to be a reason why you're there, and this is what that is. This is God saying, no, there's a purpose even for you, and now you are going to ascend, and even you can be king. It's like in the Bible when God literally says, uh, there's not one of you who cannot win the kingdom.
the kingdom.
The slow, the suffering, the quick, the dead, right?
Absolutely.
One Punch Dan. He's just an everyman, bland loser, nothing really substantial about him, right? Well, now he can win the kingdom. He can become the champion of light. Why?
Mhm.
Because God has a plan for him. He has a purpose. He has a
Absolutely.
destiny. There's more to him. It's his belief, his perception is who he is, right? One Punch Dan's perception of himself is he's just going through life, but he can change that because he has a purpose, and he has a
Yeah.
better self, and he is going to become his better self. So that's the underlining message of One Punch Dan, but then there's all the stories and everything else
All
with
the
The
everyone else all
subplots.
happening around them.
It's just gonna be just a menagerie of just wonderful storytelling, man. It's just gonna be so good. It's just so good. They're not
I mean,
ready
I,
for it.
I mean, I when I think about you, Bishop, for example, your character, and I think about all of the things that your character is going through, all of the trials and tribulations and things that you're dealing with trying to win your daughter back from this ultimate evil that is taking her over, and dealing with being this superhero and being, part of Partners in Justice with Just Josh and the whole. And again, in that trailer, when I have that line edited, I have that line where Josh says, "Partners in Justice."
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't get
That's
Josh joking about that. You don't
goosebumps
get Josh
moments.
saying anything, saying it
Yeah.
goofy or arrogantly or anything. No,
No.
just Josh is genuinely believes in what you guys are. He genuinely believes in the team that you are. And you've been through a lot. You two have been through a lot of stuff together. It is not
Yeah.
even a joke. You guys have saved each other's lives countless times. You guys have been through it all with each other. So in that line in the trailer, when he says Partners in Justice, and when Bishop says forever, it's because their bond is so strong. They truly are. A lot of people will say, well, we're like brothers. No, no, no. They truly are like brothers. They have a
Yes.
bond that is they have a bond that is thicker than blood at this point, because they have
Yeah.
been through so much together that
Yeah.
it's impossible for the two of them. They may turn on other people, but they're not going to ever turn on each other, because the two of them are like it's just it would be impossible, because
I
they've been
know.
through so much together.
I love that, man. I love the way that you got
Yeah.
that. That's really cool. That's really cool. And even those are the characters and stuff. I'm starting to, get to know Josh a little bit more and stuff. So it's really like, hitting home. It's like, because he's a wonderful guy. He really is a wonderful guy, and he's so enthusiastic about anything got to do with comic book genre. He's just I think he has a
Yeah.
shirt for every superhero that he loves. I think he does. But it's just and to partner us up is cool. I really enjoy that partnership. It's cool.
Yeah, he's very enthusiastic about it. He is 100% fully invested in the character, just as you guys are fully invested in your characters. And that's why the four of us are the executive branch, because
Shout
the
out to the executive.
executive branch is are the people that are most enthusiastic for their characters, are
Yeah.
most
Of course.
enthusiastic for the direction of the movie and what we want to see. And you guys are the ones that I defer to when I want to know something about it. And I say, well, and with Josh too, because now you guys know that we're doing the Just Josh TV show as well. And the Just Josh
Mhm.
TV show, I have to get to know. There's a lot of personal stuff I had to find out from Josh about, how it was when he grew up as a baby, what his childhood was like, different things that I had to find out for Just Josh. And for you, Qatar, for example, your character, the doctor, I had to go and I was reading, when I was writing parts of the script for your character, I was literally reading medical journals for certain things to, for you to be able to properly
Yeah.
diagnose certain things, or you to have theories and thoughts. And it's like you guys are all coming to life in my head, and then I'm turning around and putting it all out there. And then when I actually record the dialogue and have you guys actually speak these lines, it's unbelievable. It's like you guys are on set with me, and you guys are bringing it all to life, because your
Yeah.
voices you guys are all
You
coming
got that.
out awesome, and you guys are
That's
all
so awesome,
sounding amazing.
Zod. Yeah.
Yeah.
And technology has made uh, a leap throughout the years. And I also promoted this AI movie of ours with a couple of guys who works on AI. My my friend who
Awesome.
works who works with AI and promoting AI on the government flap platform here in the Philippines is aware that we're doing an AI movie, which is
Really?
yeah, awesome.
That's
That's cool.
fantastic. Listen,
Yeah,
and this is the thing. I feel like you can use AI for a lot of things, some good, some bad, some not so good, some not so bad. And
yeah.
I think using AI to make a movie like this is one of the best things that one of the best things that I can do. I'm very, very excited because this
Sin
is
Havoc says we're rediscovering what we've lost from the past.
oh yeah, yeah. Our
Yeah,
society has been our simulation has been
Breach.
has been shut down
and
and then rebuilt and then shut down and then rebuilt thousands and thousands of times. There is no way
yeah,
that we are in there
as
is no
above, so
way
below.
there is no way that we are in base reality. There's no way that this is not a simulation at this point. There's just too much crazy stuff going on for it not to be. But I honestly think that when it comes to One Punch Dan, I feel like One Punch Dan is just the beginning. The movie is just the beginning. It's the first for me being my first
It's a
feature film
simulation.
project. It
Yeah.
One Punch Dan is a revelation for me because it's showing me
The
that
Matrix is
I can
real.
accomplish anything. All I got to
Yeah,
do once I get done with this movie, it's not to me it's not going to be it's just going to continue to broaden my creativity in ways that I never thought possible because I'm so excited and I'm also very very forward thinking and ambitious when it comes to other projects
Mhm.
that I want to do too because I'm fully committed to the
Yeah.
next project that I'll be doing after One Punch Dan, which is an animated feature with Bishop. We're going to be working on together, and I just think that all of these projects, it's like there's so many. I was laying in bed yesterday thinking, man, I know, I know what my next project is going to be. Even after all of that, I know what I'm going to do. I like have a lineup in my head of the types of
Yeah.
things I want to do, and then not to mention, I have ideas for sequels for One Punch Dan as well. But the idea is that and spin-offs and things and very again, One Punch Dan is going to be a cinematic universe, and
yeah,
I keep
Yeah.
saying, the technology is only going to get better. It's not going to get worse.
right.
So
Yeah, that's true.
so yeah, One Punch Dan might look a little rough in some spots,
It's all right.
but I guarantee you that by the time the sequel comes out, we're going to have all that ironed out because there'll be a special edition and all kinds of things. I already know what I'm going to do because I won't hesitate to go back and make
And
changes and adjustments and fix things as time goes on as the technology becomes better and better.
and
So this
AI
is yeah,
learns from the the past.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's what's happening. I mean,
Yeah,
like, how many entry did you do with Chat GPT to get uh, the results? It's self learning.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
ChatGPT is always learning, but
Yeah.
I'm not using, and that's the thing. I'm not using ChatGPT for One Punch Dan. I'm using a lot of video rendering programs and things for One Punch Dan. But as far as ChatGPT, I think the only thing that I really use ChatGPT for is thumbnails for my YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
much that's what I use. That's what I use. So when I do like a Jasmine Star thumbnail, I'll use ChatGPT for those thumbnails. But other than that, I don't really use ChatGPT. Even because then all the music I use. I have two right now. I have two music programs that I used for all the music that I make for the movie. I cut that down. I was using three. Now I'm only using two, which is good. And then
Wow.
And then for video rendering, I was using about 7 video rendering programs, and
Whoa,
I've cut that down to 3. I'm currently using
nice.
three video rendering programs now, and I may add a fourth if some of the things that I want uh, come to fruition with this fourth one, because there's certain things that I'm looking for the movie, like a little more continuity between uh, actions and things that characters are doing on screen. There's certain things I'm going for to try and make the movie a
More
little more
smooth.
more seamless, because it's because again, it's AI, so it's going to be clunky in some areas, but
Yeah.
I'm going to, like I said, do my best through the magic of editing to iron it all out and make it look as smooth as possible, because like I said, I want it to look like $1,000,000.
We believe in you. We know you're going to do it, man, because the stuff
Of
you're producing
course.
already is just ridiculous. So yeah,
Well,
we know
Yeah.
you.
one of the things you'll notice is that some shots are that I've released in like trailers and stuff. Some shots, come out way better than others. Some shots are very, very cinematic and look on par with some of the stuff that you would see in a modern blockbuster nowadays. And then there's some shots that don't quite look all that great, that kind of have like a CGI-ish kind of look to it. But
Mhm.
it's just the nature of AI. It's what you're dealing with the with the aspects of the technology. But yeah,
So
my goal is to spin to smooth it all out and to make it so that this movie is, people really won't have too many issues. You won't really know much of a
so
difference.
we
You'll
have
be able to watch
Sergeant
it, experience
Giratina
it. There we
Right.
go.
saying how's things, Bishop.
Oh, everything's good. Everything's doing. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, everything's good, and um, my health is good. My house is good. My hair is good. Everything's good. Thank you for asking. Though that means a lot. Thank you, and I hope
All
everything's
right.
going good with you too. I hope everything's going well with you too. Yes, sir.
Wow. So, since we're already reached the 2 hour mark,
Already.
yeah, already,
I
man,
enjoy this.
we
I
we,
enjoy
we
talking
seem
with you,
to
man.
have no limit to when we're talking.
I
But
know it because it gets good.
so Giratina says, "Howdy, Zodwriter. You've been away for a while.
All
I have been
good.
visiting your friend James at his channel a couple of times. He's got interesting stuff." James who? All right, your friend James. Anyway, uh, any final words from you guys? Uh, Zod
uh,
writer.
yeah, yeah. Let's go first.
I just want to say thank you for continuing to support this project. It means a lot to me. I'm very happy that you guys are the executive branch. You guys are invaluable to me when it comes to all of this, and I just love being able to work with such amazing and talented people and fun, and this project means the world to me at this point, and I just want to share it with everybody and include everybody, and you guys, and Qatar. I got to give you all the props in the world for you doing you One Punch Dan trailer reactions and things. You're doing things that nobody else is doing for this movie, and I
Of
appreciate it so
course.
much, because again, this is about all of us. This is about continuing the Mikey verse. This is about continuing Mikey
Yeah.
Sutton's legacy in ways that nobody else is doing, and I truly feel like I'm being compelled spiritually to make this project, and that's the reason why it's coming out so good, because it's being because it's being ordained by the creator to
Yeah.
make it happen.
Yes.
I am
Yeah.
being utilized by the creator to make this project. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know this, and I know this because of the way, because here we are talking about it on Faith in Comics, and I'm
Yeah.
with people, I'm associated with a group of gentlemen that couldn't be more different from one another. We're a
Right.
Of course.
very,
You can
very
say that
diverse.
again.
We're a very,
We're
very
a
diverse group.
diverse crew.
I have to say, I don't think, and One Punch Man is a very diverse movie. I will say that as well. There's a lot of characters, people from all walks of life. I just hope that, it's what it is. We've got the, so, and it's like we're all coming from, we're all big, Snyderverse fans, all big, Cell supporters, and we're all pushing for that and hoping for that. And then in the meantime, I'm sitting here trying to redefine
Yeah.
superhero cinema in the way that we know it. So I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to be here on Faith in Comics and talk about this project. It's nice to kind of be able to just let this all out, have somebody to talk to about this, because
Yeah.
it's not easy to try to get people to understand exactly what it is that I'm doing here, because this is definitely new ground. I mean, it truly
Yeah.
is. There's no other way to say it. So
Mhm.
thank you guys.
Oh, that's
All right.
fantastic.
How about you, Bishop?
Well, man, listen, my heart is full. My heart is full. And one thing I'm thankful for is that what One Punch Man has done is to bring us closer together as
Yeah.
people, as friends.
100%.
Yeah,
It's,
we're getting to learn more about each other. We're getting to know each other for real, and I'm really that's one of the most important things that for me. And as far as the movie, I'm all down for it, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, and I'm impressed, and I'm honored, and I'm elated. All the good words. I'm all of those right now because I'm excited. It's rare that people can come together, especially nowadays, to do things like this and genuinely mean it and genuinely like each other. I
yeah.
genuinely like you guys. You guys are I'm not even gonna say like, I love you guys. You guys are actually I consider you a part of my family for real. And when I say that,
Yeah.
I mean that. I don't just say that to be politically correct or to be cool. I really mean that from my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for you guys to like, Qatar, you, my brother, man, starting Faith in Comics, man, with you has just been a blast, and I can't wait to see what else we do in the future with it and things. And
Yeah.
Zod, you and this One Punch Dan movie and the other projects we're going to be working on together with, man. It's just I'm honored that you would share that with me as things and things, because it's all for the work of the kingdom, and that's what I love too. It's all about not just us indulging ourselves in the things that we love. That's a part of it, but it's also the fact that we can share it with everyone, and we can give praises to the creator who created us as well. So we're
It's
making
true.
we're making each other happy. We're making all the other people happy. We're making our Father happy, and that's what I'm happy for. So you know,
Yeah.
that's
Thanks,
what.
man. All right. So let's check out the chat. One
Okay.
Punch Dan is going to change the world.
From your
Indeed.
lips to God's ears.
Yeah.
Yes, I do believe it's going
Indeed,
to catch on, man. It's going to catch on.
It's gonna change the world in one obvious way, and that is it's going to show that you don't need the backing of a major studio to
Yeah.
make a
Something
blockbuster
good.
We're
film.
always
Right.
an
Yeah.
indie
Yeah.
outfit. So
Yeah.
Sin Havoc says, fun stream everyone. Thanks to Qatar, Bishop
Yeah.
and Zod Writer.
Oh man, thank you as well, Sid.
Hashtag NV forever.
Yeah,
Multiverse
yes,
forever.
yes.
Cell's the only way. It's our only hope now.
There you go. There you
You're
go.
welcome, Zod Writer from Giratina, and Gun Skeletons are coming out. I was right. Of course, you're right. Uh,
You're
But
always right, Sid.
that's for another stream someday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're gonna have to dig into you, Sid. You know, there's something
Yeah.
about you, son.
So
Look at me. There's something about you,
eh,
son.
yes. So next week I'll be doing some watch along for the Halloween week.
Okay.
I'm planning to do some movies, movie watch along, anime watch along with Vampire Hunter D.
Oh, I
Ah,
remember
yes,
that.
the one from 1985, the original,
Yeah,
or
yeah, the
well,
Yeah,
original,
oh
the
yes,
original.
I love the
Ta-
original. Yes.
yeah, that
Then
was
I'll
good.
send you the link if I'm going to do that. Then there's
Oh, I'll
a
be there
classic
for sure for Vampire Hunter
1970
D. Come on, man, it's
monster
one of the
movie,
best movies of all
Trog.
time.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do my Trog uh, watch along probably on Halloween Day.
Okay. All right.
And the last one was I'm planning to do the Pope's Exorcist from
Oh,
starring this guy who gave us the first Gladiator, Russell Crowe. Mm,
Listen, I
yeah,
won't that one. I won't catch. But I'll tell you that right now. I won't catch that one. But
yeah, I know,
mm-mm, mm-mm.
I know.
I'm a
But
big chicken.
it's a based on a true story,
I
and
know.
it's about exorcism.
I
So
know.
you know,
I know what it's
yes.
about. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not gonna watch it. But you, and besides, I can't. I only got one device, so I won't be able to watch along with you, anyways. But I will drop in and say my hellos and things.
Okay. So, uh, like, share, and subscribe to all our
Yes,
channels: Zod
yes.
Writer,
Oh,
Bishop Bishop's
wait a minute.
channel, and of course the Katar Lhal podcast. And yes,
Now
One
before we
Punch
leave,
Man.
before we leave, I got to tell everybody. I told you, but I didn't tell everybody
Yes,
else.
yes.
Um, Currently, everybody, I am now up to
Ah, yes,
103 subscribers. Yes, I did.
yes.
Yeah. Who did that? I did that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so we're gone in 5, 4, 3, 2,
I
and
feel like
1.
Janet.